Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. New year, new promotion. Welcome, everyone. We are on our 5-day boot camp journey, day number 3. So I definitely want to welcome everybody. Again, we are live. This is all about you being able to position yourself this year for promotion. And so I am super excited for you because promotion just comes with a lot of great benefits. And so definitely excited. Again, welcome to day 3, where we are embarking on this journey for you to be promoted. Yesterday, we focused on navigating workplace dynamics through communication, building relationships, and workplace culture. So if you missed it, I must say, please go back and catch it. I think that there were some great nuggets that you will receive. You can watch that on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're probably watching this from right now. It will be there for you. So go back and check that out. Now, today we are going to be diving into this crucial skill set that every leader, and dare I say, mid career women, you need to know how to master negotiation. And I do know a lot of times this can be a sticky topic. It's a topic that we sometimes want to dance around. We say to ourselves, listen, you should know my worth and my value and all of that. And I shouldn't have to negotiate that. As nice as that is, that's not the case. And so I need you to be able to stand up for yourself. And again, it's a skill set. Everything that we're going over for the most part is really just developing skill sets. It's about getting out of our comfort zone and tackling things that we actually can tackle. And so this is one of those things that as you practice, it becomes easier. Sometimes it helps to have someone in your corner and cheering you on. So I would love to be that person. So, as leaders, again, it's not just about showing up to the table, it's about being able to advocate for yourself, for your values, for your potential. And so, negotiating effectively is going to be able to lead to serious career advancement, not just for 2024, but we're talking about into 25 and 26 and so forth. This is one of the great ways to be able to secure your future. And so definitely let me tell you what our 3 points are going to be this evening. Recognizing your value, market and industry standards, and then our 3rd point is going to be strategic career growth. I want you to be purposeful in this. And so before I jump all the way in, let's do a quick roll call. Let me know whether you're live or whether you're catching me on the replay. Definitely let us know your name, where you're tuning in from. This is for you, for the mid career woman. Now, let me also say this. Even though I am speaking to the mid career woman because I want her to be able to level up to an executive level position. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can listen and pick up skill sets, be able to receive anything. It just so happens that my heart is with the mid career woman. However, If you're not a mid-career woman, don't worry, you're still going to pick something up. And so I say all of this. Please just drop us a line. Let us know. It's important that I am hitting topics that are important to you. And so if you ever have any questions, or if there's a topic that you haven't seen me covered and or covered yet and you'd like me to cover it, definitely drop a line. I'm looking at the comments, my team's looking at the comments, and so we have you covered. All right? All right. And definitely when you're watching the replay, same thing, it all goes to you. So hashtag replay and let us know. And so I'm going to tell you a really quick story about a young lady by the name of Jess. Now, Jess, mid-career, mid-level manager, consistently delivering excellent results, yet she noticed that some of her male counterparts were being promoted more quickly than she was. And so when a senior leadership role opened up, she was like, you know what? I'm going for it. I want to be considered. And she took the initiative. And so she prepared this case highlighting her achievements, her vision for this particular role, and she did the daggone thing because she not only negotiated for the position, but she also did it for her salary that reflected her worth. And this negotiation is just not always about pay, it's also about positioning yourself. When you are a decisive leader, you should know your value, you should know your worth. And I really want you to be able to stand in it and stand up for it. And that is exactly what Jess did. She saw, and how many of you out there are saying, because I can listen, let me speak for myself. Well, good 15 years ago, I was like, hey, I'm doing the job, but other people, and again, a lot of times, not I'm not hating on my males because I love y'all out there. I say that loosely. I love my husband, but I don't want y'all to get the wrong impression. I don't want you to get the wrong impression. However, my male counterparts, come on, dap you up. No issues with you. But ladies, I know I was in the position where I was looking like, wait a minute, wait a minute. They are not doing anything more. And as a matter of fact, I'm outshining and out promoting. But there were just those little things that I wasn't doing that they were doing. And so this is why we're talking about this. This is why it's important, because I know when I was in the beginning to the mid of my career, I literally was facing these types of challenges. And so I am definitely curious to know if I'm speaking to you all in the house. So definitely hit me up so that I know that I am hitting a mark, because that was a challenge for me. And so I don't want this to be a challenge for you. When you're able to position yourself, when you know that value, you know how to speak to it, things change, you change. And so let's go ahead and jump into our first point, which is recognizing your values. Leaders, I'm speaking to you, ma'am. You are a leader. And I have to stress the importance of recognizing who you are in the workplace. It's crucial for building confidence and in your abilities and contributions. You're making strides. You just have to start speaking to those strides. When you know and understand your worth, you're more likely to speak up, take on those challenging tasks, and be able to advocate for yourself. And this is what's going to help you to be able to lead to increase visibility and recognition. It is okay, ladies, to toot your own horn. And when I said toot, it felt like that was an old term. So y'all just gonna have to forgive me. My age is showing, but it's okay to toot your own horn. That's right. It's okay to advocate for yourself. It's just how you do it. It's how you do it. And so, again, this when you're advocating for yourself and you know your value, it leads to that recognition that you're looking for. We're talking about career advancement opportunities. And when you're confident in your abilities and you feel valued, you are more likely to take those risks, pursue the opportunities that's going to lead to your career goals. And I want to say it was a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about a study where men, our counterparts, will apply to a position when they know that they're only like 60 to 65% qualified. And yet women have to feel like you're 100% qualified to apply for a position. This is what I am speaking about. Ladies, you are qualified. You don't have to wait until you're 100%. I don't know where that came from or why we feel this way. That's something that I have had to overcome. And so remember, knowing and recognizing your value, your worth is one of the key successes for you for your career growth. So to negotiate effectively, it's crucial to recognize again what I'm talking about, your value, your worth. Start by taking inventory of your accomplishments. When's the last time you wrote your accomplishments down? Start by taking that inventory. Accomplishments, skills, unique qualities that you bring to the table. You shouldn't have to think on this hard. You need these at your fingertips. So if you have not done this in a while, or if you've never done it, I am going to challenge you. Do it tonight before you go to bed. Do it. And I would say do it tomorrow, but I want you to do it tonight. Do it tonight. Write down your accomplishments, your skills, and your unique qualities. This understanding is specifically and especially important for those in leadership. And if you're trying to go for a leadership position, if you're not, trust me, you need to know this, and it needs to be able to flow off the tip of your tongue. And this is going to help you to be able to negotiate roles and opportunities. In addition, recognizing your own value, it's important to understand other people's perspective. So although this is about you, we still always want to have in the back of our minds how this could come off and understand what type of perspective others can have. So it's not always just about being solo. It's about time when you research your needs and your goals and your challenges, consider how, if you're putting together a proposal, how that can help the overall business goals and the needs, how you can frame your negotiation tactics, if you will. This is going to help you to be able to put yourself in the forefront and put yourself in the running for any position that you're going for. I need you to be open-minded. Don't just think, oh, you could have done a project, and that project can have multiple facets to it, but you're only narrowing in on one thing when you need to think more globally and big picture thinking. This is also a great time when you can have a career coach, and I'm not just advocating for myself, I'm advocating for anyone. Sometimes we can help you to bring out things you just don't see. And so these are important things that you really kind of need to do, following these principles principles, you can learn to become that skilled negotiator to be able to achieve your desired outcomes and so that you can get that promotion. Our second point that I want to bring or talk to you about is a market and industry standards. Leadership demands a thorough understanding of market and industry standards. And so I can't necessarily speak to one particular thing because you all are coming from different platforms and different things, but you need to know your market. You need to know the ins and outs. You have to be educated on it. And it's so important for us as women when you are climbing that you know what's hot, what's not, whether that's the industry standard for, and I don't know why magazines are coming to my head because that's not even art. What is it like? Not y'all. I'm losing my words. There are things, and I don't want to say the stuff that I would normally look at. So whether those are things such as executive magazines. They could be things such as if you're in the federal workforce, perhaps maybe it's a federal viewpoint, or if it's this organization. There are things out there for you where you can glean and get updated information. Again, if it was the federal government, OPM, are you looking at their website or other websites? Are you looking here or are you looking there? There are trends, there are roles, there are so many things that are going on. If you're in IT, there's a plethora of areas that you need to hit and you need to make sure that you're looking at. So it's so important that when you're talking about promotions and when you're speaking about negotiation, that you're in tune with your particular area. It's you can't have now this one you can't half step. You can't half step it. It's going to play to the negotiation. It's going to help you to serve benchmarks to be able to measure your skills, whether that was last year, where you've come from last year to this year, where the industry is going next year, and how are you going to be able to position yourself even going into next year. And so having an understanding of the market standards is going to empower you to be able to anticipate the industry trends. And it's going to help you to be able to position yourself so that you win. And when we're talking about things of this nature, you're not just positioning yourself to win, you're also positioning your team to win. And not just your team, you're positioning your organization as a whole to win. And so you can't skip out and or I'm going to ask you not to say, well, they didn't tell me. Guess what? It's time for you to use some creative thinking. It's time for you to look because everyone doesn't have to tell you. Sometimes, again, there are tricks that you can go around and to be able to find certain information, but you need to be in the know. And if that's an area where you struggle in, I'm still going to say, and again, I'm not advocating for me. I just know what career coaching can do for you. And so you need to be with the right coach. You need the right mentors. You need the right support. And especially if you're like, yes, Miranda, you're talking about industry standards, but I'm a little bit lost. And if you're a little bit lost, then you need some additional help. If not me, definitely somebody, because understanding industry standards is not just a one-time thing. It's not one-stop shop. It is a continual process. You should be looking at something weekly. Sometimes there are some times daily, but you need to be looking at things weekly to see where they're going, and then monthly. Now let's move to the third point, which is strategic career growth. Effective negotiation is a critical aspect of strategic career growth. It's going to encompass more than just a discussion about your salary or your job title. It's a declaration of your career intentions and affirmation for your future goals. We are not just thinking about me, myself, and I right this second. We need to be a step further. You need to be into your 5 years. You need to be into your 10 years. And again, if these are things where you're just like, I don't know, then if not me, you need to connect with people who can help you through this process. And so, leaders who excel in negotiation prepare a clear career roadmap. They set the milestones and identify those opportunities that are going to align with their long term vision. All of these things come into play, your values, your vision for the future. And if you don't have a vision, that is something where you need vision. Individuals recognize that every negotiation is a stepping stone towards this larger picture for your professional life. And if you're like, you know what, Miranda, I have no idea what I'm going to do, I'm going to say you need between mentorship, between coaching, get some help out there. To master negotiation, it's essential to understand, again, this is not a one-time event. We're talking about you are going to be doing this. You will have your blueprint, your roadmap, and you're going to hit these topics and you're going to, or hit these milestones, hit these points throughout, but you're still going to advocate for yourself. You're still are going to be looking at the industry standards. You're still doing all of these so that you can get to your end goal. And we want you to get to your end goal. And by doing this, you're not just reaching out for opportunities that come your way. You're being strategic. You're crafting. And there are ways to do that. If you're like, but I'm at a crossroads, or I'm at a standstill, I can't get them to cross train me. Let's talk. There are ways around things of this nature. This When you're doing this, you're going to be able to proactively take a stance for your future growth. You are going to be a distinguished leader, and you don't always have to just follow the status quo. Negotiation is such a skill set. If you are more introverted, there are ways around that as well. Listen, the only thing that you have to fear is not saying anything. That's the only thing you got to fear. Because if you don't say anything, you're not going to get it. It's a skill set. I know that it can be uncomfortable, and you're not alone. It's a skill set. If you practice, you're going to get better at it. It may not feel like you're going to get better at it, but I promise you, if you're with the right person, people, you will get better at this. And it's very important for your growth and for your future. So, as you engage in negotiations, remember that each and every opportunity, and I said it, each and every opportunity is an opportunity to reinforce your leadership brand, to be able to articulate your value, your purpose, position yourself to ensure the roles that you take in the future aren't just happenstance, but they're deliberate. They're a deliberate choice in your journey. And by mastering negotiations, you're going to be able to embody the leader who is proactive, resourceful, strategic, and an individual who doesn't just accept any type of crap, but they are actively going after their plans and they're achieving them. And that's what I want for you. I invite you to join our Facebook group, Next Level Progression Alliance. All are welcome. All are welcome. Everyone is a welcome in the Next Level Progression Alliance group. This is about leaders. This is about support. So if you are a leader or you are working towards that, 'cause maybe you're not a first line. However, that's your desire to be a first line supervisor so that you can then move up and up and up. Come on in, join us, get the support that you need. This is a safe space, a safe group, and that's what we're about. Leaders in leadership, growing together. We do not have to be divided. Leaders can really truly be united and be supportive of one another. And so that is what we're doing, and that's what our group is about. Exciting. Well, exciting news to me. Listen, we have a masterclass. The masterclass is putting these 5 days together and coming together on Saturday with an explosion where we are going to be able to really put you on the path for your promotion this year. We're covering strategic, and I mean doing strategic goals. We're looking at leadership. We're doing quite a bit, which is happening on this Saturday. We have 3 slots left. So I would love for you to join us. 3 slots left. And hopefully tomorrow I will be saying, hey, we are sold out. So definitely, I invite you. 3 slots left, you all. Saturday is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be amazing. You also are going to have the opportunity to network. You're going to have the opportunity to start laying out some of your plans. You'll have me in the room. You can ask questions. We will have space at the end for a question and answer period. And again, you're going to be able to network. And these are things that you need. I want you to be promoted in 2024. I want you to be aligned, do the work so you can see the fruit of it all. And with that being said, let me go ahead and quickly summarize some of what we talked about. And so you all know, negotiation, negotiation, negotiation. Do not be afraid of it. It is going to be vital in your next steps. Recognize your value. Arm yourself with the standards, the leadership standards, your particular industry standards, and then use negotiation as a strategic move throughout your career. I want to end, as always, with a quote, especially for you all. Ask for what you want, and please be prepared to get it. The late and great Maya Angelou. Join me tomorrow as we're going to explore diversity in the workplace and how that relates to your team. You deserve nothing but the best. It's my goal to ensure that you move to your next level. And so I look forward to day 4 of our boot camp.